Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and today we are going to be talking about Workhorse stock and Tesla stock. All articles will be linked down in the description as usual. Like this video right now, subscribe if you are new. If you are already subscribed, thank you so much, and comment down below your thoughts on how high you think Tesla's stock price will go. I have great news for Workhorse Group stock investors, which will be our first story, and then after that, the remainder of our time will be spent talking about the good and the bad news for Tesla. For our Workhorse stock story, I am following up on a news article that talked about Workhorse receiving over $200 million in financing from institutional lenders. Well, today that deal went through, and now Workhorse Group has a good amount of cash on their balance sheet. This is phenomenal news for Workhorse stock investors, which could cause for a slight rally. Sadly, this is not the type of good news that investors wanted to hear. Workhorse stock investors would much rather hear that Workhorse won some of the USPS contract. Nonetheless, this deal that was closed today consisted of notes which are convertible into common stock by holders at $35.29 a stock. This deal is currently set at a 4% interest rate, which could lower to 2.75% if specific requirements are met. This interest will then be paid quarterly in either cash or common stock. After this deal was codified, the CEO of Workhorse said this, and I quote, "We are excited to close this transaction with our financial partners led by Terra Capital. The funds will allow an acceleration of production and advancement of new products directly for our last-mile delivery market and an expansion of our drone operations. We appreciate our financial partners' faith in us and their support in further solidifying our leadership and reach in the last-mile delivery segment." This is really good news for Workhorse because financially, they are not the most stable company, so this could give new confidence to Workhorse stock owners to continue to hold the stock. After these $200 million are released from escrow, Workhorse will gain around $194 million in proceeds after subtracting the fees and other reductions. This transaction was overseen by Goldman Sachs, who served as Workhorse's financial advisor during these dealings. Now let's move in and talk about Tesla. Here is some great news for Tesla and Tesla stockholders because Tesla has launched its 2021 Model 3, which has even more range and features. Tesla's new Model 3 has a new center console, new wheels, and better overall aesthetics. Tesla has also installed a new heat pump, plus more overall range for this model. To give you some perspective on various electric vehicle ranges in the US market, here is a chart that came out before Tesla updated its range game. This chart does not include or show vehicles that have not come out yet, such as Lucid Motors cars, which have a range allegedly over 405 miles. I specifically want you to focus on the various trims of the Tesla Model 3 and the Tesla Model Y because we will be talking about both of those vehicles in this video. I want to even more specifically focus on Tesla's Model 3 Long Range Dual Motors Edition, which got a 30-mile increase for a total of 353 miles, which is approximately 568 kilometers. Tesla's standard range Model 3 increased from 250 miles to 263 miles, which means a 13-mile range increase, while the Performance Model 3 increased by a whole 16 miles from originally being 299 miles to now the model stands at 315 miles overall. These increases are astounding and great news for Tesla investors. The Tesla Model 3 now has an efficiency package as well, which comes with new features such as a power trunk, new double-paned windows, and now has taken after the Model Y with a chrome delete. The interior has also changed a bit with the addition of a metal-like steering wheel which is heated. The next slide shows a picture of the interior of the vehicle, and I think it looks phenomenal. But that's not the only thing I care about. What about the speed? Well, it's quicker now. Not only has Tesla brought back the auto-dimming mirror, but with this refresh, the car got even faster, with the Tesla Model 3 Performance having a 0 to 60 time of 3.1 seconds, which is insane. With the graphite trim near the seat controls to look and feel good, we are expecting Tesla to make more under-the-hood tweaks to make this car go faster and further. The Tesla Model Y, for example, has a 326-mile range, beating its last record, and it has a purchasing price of under $50,000. The Tesla Model Y Long-Range Dual Motor Edition has had a 10-mile increase in range, and the performance version of the Model Y now has a range of 303 miles. Now, these improvements are much less than what we saw for the Model 3, but they are still something to be celebrated. Sadly, the Model Y did not get a new center console. They have just kept the old one. But on the bright side, the Tesla Model S, Model 3, Model X, and Model Y have all gotten some type of range increase. And to add to that good news, Goldman Sachs is raising and increasing Tesla's price target. They have increased Tesla's price target from $400 to $450. This is amazing for Tesla investors. This Tesla stock price prediction by Goldman Sachs is most likely because Tesla had great delivery numbers in its last quarter, and I hope they continue this momentum because I think that the price point of only $450 still undervalues the stock. Many people, states, and even governments are adopting electric vehicles, whether for profit or over environmental concerns. Tesla was not the only automaker to get higher stock price predictions from Goldman Sachs, but they are the ones that I am focusing on this video because I think Tesla is going to explode very soon, especially with Elon tweeting out so many very vague tweets lately. Elon Musk's tweets have been very cryptic lately, so let's see what he has in store for all of us. From my Tesla Battery Day video, Elon says that he wants to build a Terra factory because his gigafactories are too slow. He plans to build these monstrosities in Berlin, Germany, and Austin, Texas. More good news for Tesla is that the Tesla Semi is ramping up in production soon, and the Tesla Cybertruck will be released in late 2021, which brings me now to the bad news, and that's because Tesla is being sued. Tesla is being sued by a customer over a solar panel deal, and here are some of the details. Tesla Incorporated and or specifically Solar City, I read articles that mentioned both, is being sued by a customer because allegedly they misreported a PPA, which is a power purchase agreement. This PPA allowed the customer to pay at a fixed rate. This PPA was then listed as a 20-year loan for almost $75,000 on a credit report. The problem is that this PPA is not a loan, and because credit bureaus have access to credit information and loan history, this is preventing the customer from refinancing his mortgage. The plaintiff also alleges that he never signed a loan, which he wouldn't have to because a PPA is not a loan. This customer's attorney then sued the automaker, saying that they should be aware of this and this is false credit reporting. And as of right now, they don't know how many people this has actually happened to. Anyway, that's all I have for you all today. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next YT video.
Money.